Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a TV show wrap up. I watch a lot of TV. I've always really loved TV shows and I get really into them. So I have a little TV show journal that I have been keeping track of this year. So every month I write down which shows I finished. So basically how this works for me, I'll be talking about each show that I have finished a season of and I will tell you which season that is. But if I'm currently watching a show, I won't be talking about it, but every time I finish a season, I have written it down, so we'll be talking about that. So let's go ahead and start with January. I will be obviously going through January to April, so I'll do a video like this every few months. This one will obviously include the past 4 months, so let's get started. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be referring to my journal. So basically in the month of January, I watched one TV show, but I watched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 seasons of it, and that TV show is Survivor. I watched seasons 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, and 38. I watched all those seasons to prepare for season 40 because it is like the ultimate season, the Winners at War season, but that's not what we're going to be talking about. So let me tell you each season. I'm not going to tell you who won. I don't want to spoil that for you, but I will tell you if I was happy with the outcome or if I wasn't, because for Survivor, I keep track in my phone. I have a whole notes folder all about Survivor. I've applied 3 times, so let me just tell you all my thoughts. Alright, so pulling up my Survivor list, let's go to season 30. Season 30 was Worlds Apart. I was okay with the outcome. Like, I was kind of meh, like the person that won wasn't my favorite, but still. Season 31, Second Chances. I was really happy with the outcome. I liked the person. They still weren't my favorite, but I was really happy with it. Season 32, Brains versus Ron versus Beauty. I was really happy with it. I liked the person that won, and they were one of my favorites. Season 33, Millennials versus Gen X. I was happy with who won. The person that won was also one of my favorites. Season 34, Game Changers. I was okay with it. I like the way that person played, so I was totally okay with it. Season 35, Heroes versus Healers versus Hustlers. I was also okay with it. That game was really intense. And I did not expect it. The person that won wasn't my favorite, but I was still okay with it. Season 36, I was happy with it. The person that won I liked, but also season 36, I don't like that season. It was so boring. If you've watched it, let me know. I just didn't like it. This was the Ghost Island season, I think. Yes, I think it was the Ghost Island season, and I just didn't like it. It was really boring. Season 37, David versus Goliath. I was really happy with it. I liked the person that won, but they weren't my favorite. Season 38, Edge of Extinction. I was fine with who won. It was kind of a weird situation. If you've seen that, you know that it's a weird one. And then season 39, Island of the Idols. I was really happy with who won, and I called it from the very first episode, so I was really excited they were my favorite. But yes, those are my thoughts on all things Survivor, and that is all I watched in January. It was just a bunch of Survivor. I watched it really quickly. I love that show. So in the month of February, I watched 5 different things. So first off, I finished season 1 and 2 of EXO's Ladder. This is a reality TV show for the K-pop group EXO. They are one of my absolute favorite groups, and I just really love this. So basically in Korea, there's like this ladder game that they like always use, and you never know where it's gonna land, and so basically they created a whole like little show travel thing all about this ladder game. It was really fun. I absolutely love these members. I also finished season 2 of Busted. This is a Korean variety show that's on Netflix. I am so obsessed with it. It is really funny. It is a detective show, so in each episode there's like new mysteries to be solved, and the cast is like Korean celebrities, so they play themselves. I don't even think that it's really a scripted show. Like, I think all the mysteries are scripted, but their reactions like aren't scripted, which is really fun. And then I also finished season 3 and 4 of Dexter. Now this show, so if you don't know, it follows a guy named Dexter he works for the police department, but he's also a serial killer. The premise sounds really fascinating, but I don't really like anyone in the show except for Dexter, which, what does that say about me? Because he's the serial killer. This is a really like vulgar show, which I wasn't aware of, so like if you're going into it, just know that doesn't really bother me, but I just wasn't expecting it. This is one of those shows that I'm like, I don't really care that much about it, but I want to finish it to see how it ends. So I've just been watching it sporadically, but yes, in February I finished seasons 3 and 4, and I'm pretty sure 4 was the one that it ended on. There was one of the seasons that it ended on, and I was like, in tears because I did not expect it. But yes, those are all the things that I watched in February. So in the month of March, I watched 5 different things. The first thing I watched was Over the Garden Wall. This is a little animated show. I watched this on Hulu. It was so cute. There's like 10 episodes, I think, and each episode is like 10 to 11 minutes long, so it's really quick. It follows these 2 brothers who get lost in a forest and all of these weird magical things happen. It's so funny and it's really cute. It was on Cartoon Network, so if you aren't aware, Cartoon Network shows are kind of weird, and that's exactly what that is. So like if you aren't expecting that, you'll be like, what the heck's happening? But I love Cartoon Network, so this one was really fun to watch. The next thing I watched was season 2 of GOT7's Hard Carry. GOT7 is my favorite K-pop group, and this is their reality TV show that they do. I absolutely love this season. I just love GOT7 and their little shows that they do. It's really funny. I love the group. They're great. And then after that, I watched Lizzie McGuire season 1 and 2. I really love the show. Growing up, it's one of my favorite shows, and just rewatching it, I was so nostalgic, and I like cried every time the theme song happened. I absolutely love it. This is one of those shows that when I have kids, I would love for them to watch. I think it's really great and mature, especially for like teenage girls growing up. Also, Lizzie is a fashion icon. Like, nobody is doing it like her. She's the cutest human alive. I absolutely love her. After I finished the show too, I watched the movie, and it's set in Rome, which when I was there, I kind of modeled my trip after the Lizzie McGuire movie. It's so much fun. I absolutely love the show, and it was so fun to relive it. And then after that, I watched Nailed It Holiday season 1. This is a show on Netflix. It is a baking show for amateur bakers, so things go terribly wrong all the time. It is absolutely hilarious, and I really love it. And then finally in the month of April, I watched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things. So the first thing I watched was Biggest Loser season 1. I'm saying season 1 even though it had been on before, but this is the revamped show, so this is like season 1. I have grown up watching this show, so I was really excited that it was back. I know that some people have negative things to say about it, but the way that they brought it back was really incredible because it's more focused on therapy and group sessions and like breaking down mental barriers and just mainly fixing people's health, and it's really incredible to see the health journey that people go on, and it's really inspiring. After that, I finished season 2 of Nailed It Holiday. Once again, a hilarious baking show on Netflix. Really love it. And then I finished season 4 of the regular Nailed It. This was put on Netflix in April. So funny. Seriously, if you haven't watched the show, go watch it. And then I watched Monsta X's Puppy Day. Monsta X is another one of my favorite K-pop groups, and basically in this little show, it's like 10 episodes long, and each episode is like 10 minutes. They just played games with puppies, and it's great, and I love it so much. And then the next 2 are I finished season 1 and season 2 of Psych. This is a rewatch for me. This is one of my family's favorite TV shows, so we're all watching it together. We're rewatching it, and it is so funny. If you don't know, it follows this guy named Sean Spencer, whose dad was a detective, so Sean grew up like a detective's kid with all these lessons on how to be the best detective, and so he goes into the police department and he pretends he's a psychic so he can solve all these crimes, and it's great and it's hilarious, and I absolutely love it so much. I've been having so much fun rewatching one of my favorite shows. And then finally, the last thing I watched in April was season 1 of Prodigal Son. Oh, this show was so good. Okay, it is a new show. It is amazing. It follows this kid named Malcolm Bright, and when he was younger, his dad was one of the most famous notorious serial killers ever. And so Malcolm Bright is now a profiler, and that is exactly what I want to do with my life, so I really love it. It's really cool to see the dynamic between him and his father being a serial killer. His father is played by Michael Sheen, and he does an absolutely fantastic job. It's just really great. I love crime shows, especially when it follows a guy who is doing what I would love to do. But yeah, absolutely loved it. Fantastic. So those are all the TV shows I've been watching in the past few months. I've obviously been watching more, but I just haven't finished those yet. One show I would love to mention that doesn't really have seasons, but I've been watching a lot of the episodes, is Weekly Idol. It is a Korean variety show where different idol groups come on every week and just do like little segments and games and stuff. I really love that show, and I watch it every week. But once again, there's not really seasons. It's just on every Wednesday, and so I watch it every Wednesday. Alright, but that is it for this video. Let me know what you have been watching during this time and just your favorite TV show in general. I have watched a lot of TV in my life, and so I've probably seen it or it's on my list. I have a very extensive TV show list. But that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. As always, my social media links will be down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!